So there's Israel's foreign minister saying, we remember
that he was the first world leader to call Prime Minister Netanyahu after Hamas October 7 massacre.
And we will never forget it. Then he goes on to say, I believe that India is the future.
I believe that India is the future.
Then he goes on to say, India is the world's largest democracy and the fastest growing economy.
India is the world's largest democracy and the fastest growing economy.
Then he says, India is a global superpower. That's enough.
India is a global superpower.
Okay.
Excellency, let me welcome you and your delegation to India. You particularly, because I just learned this was your first visit to India, so very, very warm welcome. Now, we met before in Munich and we've been in telephonic contact, but I really look forward to our in-person discussion today. India and Israel have a strategic partnership, and particularly in our case, the term has a real meaning. We have stood together in testing times, and we have created a relationship with a very high degree of trust and of reliability.
Behold, President Trump, the United States government, and the entrenched apparatchiks of deep state and the entire menagerie of bureaucratic luminaries. You have collectively endangered a profound erosion of public trust. Trust, that most potent instrument of governance, is one that you might want to consider wielding yourselves on occasion. Where you do so, your deliberations would doubtless proceed with markedly greater celerity and efficacy. Just a side note.
Our two nations face a particular challenge from terrorism. It is essential that we work towards ensuring a global approach of zero tolerance towards terrorism in all its forms and manifestations.
Think about the connection between the two countries that have spent their whole existence combating terrorism. There has to be some sort of unspoken bond between nations who have experienced this sort of a past together. A unity that wouldn't even need to be acknowledged with lip service or from any public figure, right? It's almost like having that friend with you that when you're sitting together, even in silence, there's no suspicion or alter ego knowing you thinking that they might not like you, just like, hey, we're cool, man. They've got my back. I've got theirs. I'm just thinking out loud here. So let me know what you think. Is this a special relationship between Israel and India?
Zero tolerance towards terrorism in all its forms and manifestations. We have naturally been following developments in your region with very close attention. We welcome the return of the hostages and the remains of those who unfortunately lost their lives. India supports the Gaza peace plan and hopes that it paves the way for a durable and lasting solution. Excellency, your visit allows us to review our bilateral cooperation and assess the possibilities for further deepening it. The recent conclusion of our bilateral investment agreement is a notable step in that direction. It is noteworthy that your colleagues, your ministerial colleagues, dealing with agriculture, economy, tourism, and finance have all visited us recently.
So basically, even kind of off the radar of media and news outlets, connections and financial investments for both countries. That's cool. It's not just for a pandering promo for public eye or ear candy, but it's actual substance that promotes people's lives and builds relationships between countries. Win-win.
We are hosting the AI Impact Summit next year in February in India. We look forward very much to Israel's presence. Indian workers are also today present in Israel in growing numbers as a result of our mobility understandings. They have some issues which need attention, and I hope that we can take that dimension of our ties forward.
Two things. First being that India is inviting them to a meeting in which Israel will show up, right? You see, America, you have to go to meetings to be a player in the game. That's just Trust 101. Donald Trump. The second thing is that Jaishankar does address the real issue that really don't have as strong of a tie that could improve, like getting workers to Israel. making it more accessible for a pathway back and forth, roadway, railway, planes, visas, whatever you got to do. So when you see bureaucrats, politicians, foreign ministers addressing issues with each other rather than just puffing one another up, that's when things are working. We can fix this, we can fix that. It's nice to hear, improvements are there to be made and they're being addressed and they're going to be made. Win-win.
Given our strategic cooperation and exchange of perspectives on regional and global issues also holds great value. There are some plurilateral initiatives in which we both have a strong interest. I look forward to that aspect of our deliberations as well. So once again, a very warm welcome to India, and may I invite you to make your opening remarks. Thank you.
So then he's talking about things going on around them that need to be discussed behind closed doors, of course. Let's go over to Israel's side of the spectrum and see what they had to say.
Thank you, Your Excellency. It's an honor to be in New Delhi. I thank you, Minister Dr. Jaishankar, for the warm hospitality. Thank you. We appreciate Prime Minister Modi's strong solidarity. We remember that he was the first world leader to call Prime Minister Netanyahu after Hamas October 7 massacre, and we won't forget it.
That one there threw me for a loop, and it should have thrown everybody for a loop. I didn't hear about it anywhere, but that is a huge deal. The first one to get with Netanyahu after October 7th was Modi. First call. I don't know anyone in the world who knew about this. This was kept under the rug, and that makes it even more substantial and genuine. So for Israel's foreign minister, Gideon Sahar, to bring that up is pretty much saying, we're locked in at the hip, bro. No. So anyone who thinks that U.S. is Israel's greatest friend might want to double take and wonder. Where was the U.S. in all that long list of phone calls that Netanyahu got after October 7th? The gold medal from Israel goes to India. And I know it makes Americans wonder, right?
We remember that he was the first world leader to call Prime Minister Netanyahu after Hamas October 7 massacre, and we won't forget it. Minister, I believe that India is the future. I told you that. India is the world's largest democracy and the fastest growing economy. India is a global superpower. Israel is a regional powerhouse. Our nations already shares a warm friendship. Our goal is to build a long-term strategic partnership between Israel and India.
So there's Israel's foreign minister saying, we remember that Modi was the first world leader to call us after October 7th, and we will never forget it. Then he goes on to say, I believe that India is the future. Then he goes on to say, India is the world's largest democracy and the fastest growing economy. Then he says, India is a global superpower. Okay. That's enough. That's enough honor and praise to someone in 15 seconds, right? But it's all true. It's all backed up by facts. Israel is on board with this movement.
Your Excellency, radical terror is a mutual threat to Israel and India. We strongly condemn the horrific terror attack in Pahalgam. In the Middle East, Israel faces a unique phenomenon which I call terror states. The radical terror states of Hamas in Gaza, Hezbollah in Lebanon, and Houthis in Yemen have established themselves over the past decades. Uprooting them is necessary for the security and stability of our region. The eradication of Hamas terror state is at heart of President Trump's plan. Hamas must be disarmed. Gaza must be demilitarized. We will not compromise on it.
No compromise on terrorists. Both of these two countries are speaking the same language here. And with them sharing intelligence together, who would be shocked to see certain terror cells between Israel and India all of a sudden being targeted? A little here, a little there. Don't be surprised if you see a couple pop-ups. Just saying.
Minister, I believe that the future for regional partnerships is bright. Israel supports regional connectivity projects such as I2U2 and IMEC. We want to promote connectivity between South Asia, West Asia, and Europe. I want to finish by thanking you, dear Minister, for your friendship. I look forward to our discussion.
It looks like there's going to be significantly more opportunities for these two countries to work together now. I mean, sometimes when you lose one popular friend, you begin to realize that your quiet and humble friends were the ones that you needed the whole time. And may God shine brightly on the blessings of that unity together that they have. This was epic. This was epic. And I hope you all enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, click that notification button, join the Speak and See family here. We're all one love, and we will see you on the next one. God is good.